sun don't stop for nobody, man. Sun don't fucking stop. Sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning, and at nighttime the moon gonna be there, and you gonna look up. These days gonna keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? All right, gotta figure it out. Made some mistakes. Life goes on.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I go by the name of Aphiwe.Zunguu on Instagram. If you're a returning subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified next time I drop another video. And yeah, guys, in this video, let's get this video to at least 50 likes just to welcome the boy type shit, you know what I'm saying? But let's get this video to 50 likes. But other than that, let's get to the video. So this is last week trades. If you didn't watch the previous video, I would suggest that you watch the previous video and then come back to this one so that you understand what is going on, you know. But yeah, this is the previous video analysis. Sorry, this is the previous analysis. As you can see, on US30 we are anticipating sells, and then from there we were gonna take buys. So for US30, we kinda didn't make any trades or any money because the market didn't complete our analysis, but it did complete this further analysis because we said at this point, if the market actually breaks out and then retest, we are going to be taking buys towards the upside. And then the market did break out, and then it formed a higher low at the top, and then from there it went towards the upside. So the market kinda hit our overall take profit, as we are anticipating this area to be our high sell zone. As you can see right here, there is a strong high, right? So we were kind of anticipating the market to go towards the downside, but the market didn't. It actually went towards the upside. So right now we are kind of anticipating sells, but if there's no sells at this point, then the market will be actually buying towards the upside. So this analysis is kind of invalid because it didn't do anything. So this was the trade for last week. It was US30, and then the other one was NAS 100, right? So for NAS 100 we were anticipating something like this, right? For NAS 100 we are anticipating sales, so either to this point or to this point, and then from there we were going to take buys, but the market decided to go towards the upside. So the market, what I can say is that the market kinda influenced our trade, but it did go to our direction as we were anticipating buy movements towards the upside. As you can see, I have an arrow pointing towards the upside, so we were anticipating buys towards the upside. So we kinda did complete our analysis. So it is done for US30 and Nasdaq. So what we can do is focus on other pairs, right? So the pair that I want to focus on today, it is NAS 100. I don't know if you guys want to see a video about stocks. As you can see, I have stocks. I have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, Nike, all of that. I don't know if you want to see a video about stocks, but comment down below if you want to see analysis on stocks, because some other people do trade stocks. So I don't know if y'all want to see a video about stocks or something, but comment down below your thoughts. If you want to see a video about stocks, I will deliver a video about stocks. But in today's video I'll be analyzing gold. As you can see, with gold in the daily time frame, we can see that gold has been buying towards the upside, right? Gold has been moving bullish ever since gold started. It has been buying towards the upside, right? So what we can do is analyze what is happening currently, right? So I don't know if some of y'all are beginners, but if there are people who are beginners, as some people kind of knew my channel before, or some people just know my channel now. So what I mean by focusing on the current is that we focus on what is happening at this point, right? From, let me just draw it up for you so that you understand. So from here, this is where we are focusing. This is where we are focusing. But our main objective, it is here, right? So in order for us to start there, I mean, in order for us to get there, we have to start over here in this big frame, right? So what I can see on gold is that we have highs and lows, which confirms to us that we have some sort of a bullish pattern towards the upside, right? If I can just clone this and draw the trend resistance, we can have, or we can establish something like this, right? But we only have 2 touches on the top trend line, which kinda confirms our trade, but I don't want to draw it like this. So it's best for me to cater what is happening currently, right? So what is happening currently, we can see something like this going towards the upside, right? Let me just draw it properly. We can see something like this going towards the upside. If I can just clone that, we will eventually come with something like this, right? So we can see that we have buys and sellers in the market, but overall we have overall buyers in the market, right? So we can see that where the market is currently trapped, it is a 50-50 chance whether the market is going to sell or the market is going to buy, right? So I don't know if y'all know about sentimental trading. There's also fundamental sides of trading. It's not only the technical side, there's also fundamentals, right? So we always trying to trade with the big banks, we always trying to trade with the minority and not with the majority. So the majority might be taking buys, but the big banks are saying we are taking sells. So the big banks are the people, it's like a lot of people in the market which pushes the market to go in that direction, whether it's buys or sells. It is something like that. So my knowledge is kind of weak on that, but I will understand in the future, you know. It's something that I do know, but it's just that I don't know a lot of information about it. So if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment down below. But yeah, for gold we can see that we have buys towards the upside. Either at this point the gold is gonna sell, or if gold creates a high and then it breaks the structure right here, let me just draw it out. If gold actually breaks the structure right here, then it will confirm to us that we are moving towards the upside till we complete our trend line, right? So one thing about trends, guys, it's not something to like, it's not something that gives you an entry, but it's something that shows you, okay, this is where the market is currently playing, you know. It's not something that gives you a direction of be like, oh, the market is buying, or the market is selling. No, it's something that shows you the direction, or it shows you momentum of where the market is going, you know. So if the market buys above this area, then we are gonna take buys towards the upside. But if the market fails to do so and then it decides to turn and go towards the downside, then we are going to be taking sells towards the downside, right? So it's getting down to a 4-hour time frame. We can see that the market did confirm our buys, right? Let me just adjust for accuracy because I don't want a dirty chart, right? Let me just adjust for accuracy. So what I normally do, guys, is that I spot out my highs and lows first, right? So the overall high that the market is at currently, it is over here, right? As you can see, we have a lot of touches. Okay, so where are we? Okay, guys, so on gold, what I normally do is that I mark out my previous high, right? So my previous high is something like this. So this is my previous high, right? Because as you can see, the market hasn't been this high before, right? This is a weak rejection, but we should also cater through it, right? Because possible sells didn't come at this point right here, it can also come at this point right here, right? So don't let the market fool you guys and let y'all think that weak rejections are not an actual thing. Weak rejections is just a candlestick that didn't form in certain time frames. Because if you go on a lower time frame, this weak rejection right here is an actual candlestick, you know. So yeah, guys, what I'm trying to say is that what I normally do is that I mark up my highs. As you can see, we had a couple of touches. We had 3 touches right there, failed, and it went towards the downside, right? So what it did, it failed, it created lower highs, and then from there it created, let me see, lower highs, and then from here it created a high that actually broke the structure, and then came back to retest, and then from there it kept forming higher highs and higher lows, and then at this point it is a chance that, as you can see, we have a breaker structure, so the market is forming a higher high. We're just waiting whether the market is going to create a higher low or the market is going to actually create a lower high and then take sales going towards the downside, right? So this is my first ever prediction, is that the market, it's either gonna turn at this area right here and then fail to form a high and then from there change direction and go towards the downside, or the market is gonna actually break the structure and then from there breakout retest, and then we're anticipating further buy movements towards the upside, right? So these are the predictions I have for gold, is that we can anticipate a breakout retest and then from there further movements towards the upside, right? So right now what our focus is at, we are focusing on what's currently happening at this point right here. As you can see, every time when the market breaks a high, it comes up to retest, right? As you can see, the market broke a high and came back to retest, right? What I mean by broke a high, the market created this high and then from there created a double bottom formation, and then from there created another high, coming back to retest on this low, and then from there it created highs and then it came back to retest and then formed another high, and then from there came back to retest, and then from there it's forming a high. So what we anticipated is a retest. If the retest doesn't come, we will anticipate a lower high, and then from here we're expecting a retest on this low. If the market fails to do so, then we'll be taking buys towards the upside, right? So we have a couple of predictions on the gold market, whether the market is just gonna retest from there and then anticipate further buy movements towards the upside, or the market is gonna continue going towards the downside, right? So where are we gonna enter? That's our question. Where are we gonna enter, right? That's our question. So if the market takes sales, if the market fails at this area and decides, you know what, I'm taking sales, right? If the market fails to buy at this area, we decide that, you know what, we are actually taking sales. But if it takes sales, it will be a short term trade, because we are in an overall bullish trend. So in a bullish trend, we are anticipating what? Overall buy movements, right? In a bullish trend, we are anticipating overall buy movements. Let me just change the color on this and then make it red, because on the overall bullish trend we are anticipating buys. Sure, I mean, sales can come, but sales won't be long term. Buys are long term, not sales, right? So we are anticipating buys in a bullish trend, right? So that's why I said, when you're taking a trade, if you want to take a sell trade, it will be a short term trade, because we're still trapped inside this bullish trend. So when am I going to take my entries, right? One may ask. When you're going to take your entries is upon breakage of this bullish trend, right? What I mean by breakage is when the market actually breaks out and then fails and passes this low, and then from there we're anticipating a further retest. Once the market comes to retest, it's another entry urge, and then from there you take your sales going towards the downside, right? So that's my sell trade. Where am I going to enter my trade? My sell trades is upon breakage of this low, right? upon breakage of this low. We can take trades upon breakage of this low. It's just that the market might break out, come back and retest, but it might be a retest because it's failing to break the structure. As you can see, we had a very it's a very sensitive area. We have a couple of touches on this level right here, right? So with the market coming to test this area, it might just because it's failing to break this bullish structure, right? So guys, please be very careful in entering your trades. Don't enter a sell trade while you're still trapped inside a bullish trade, because you're going against the market if you do so. But if the market decides to buy, then we are going to take further buy movements. Just that we don't know which area to target. We don't know which area to target because the market has never been this high before. We have no previous data. If I can just zoom back, we have no previous data to actually target the market. It's the first time the market has reached that high. We have no previous data to target, so it will be just a trade that you just take and then you just target whatever that you want to target. You're not actually targeting, maybe let's say for instance the market formed a high 2023. No, you're not targeting anything because the market hasn't reached this area before, right? So it's up to the market at this point what the market does, whether the market is going to buy or sell. But if the market actually decides to buy, I won't be taking buys because it's like you're taking a trade but you don't know where are you going to exit, you know. And that's not a proper way to trade. A proper way to trade is to take your entries and know when to exit, you know. So yeah guys, this is what I currently have, but the market might also turn here, so let me just close this to here. But if the market actually decides to go below this structure, then we will be happy because the market confirmed our trade is valid, right? So that's the gold analysis I have. So I'm only just looking at one pair to see whether if the market is going to confirm this trade that we are taking. But if you want to take buys, the only areas that you are allowed to take buys is at this area right here, right? If the market decides to actually fail at this structure, then you are going to be taking buys, right? If the market decides to fail at this structure, then you'll be taking buys, and then your stop loss will be just below this low, and then your target price will be the strong high right here, right? That will be your target price. So that is a proper clean entry, right? If the market decides to fail at this area, then we will know that we are taking buys towards the upside, right? So yeah, those are the entry urges that I have for gold. But other than that guys, if the market actually decides to change direction and go towards the downside, I'll be still winning, right? As a psychology of a winning trader, it is a person that caters for both probabilities. You can't just cater for profits only. You must be also cater for losses, you know. As setbacks do come, but the most thing that you are being tested on is your comeback, you know. As setbacks do come, setbacks come to anyone, but it might just come to me, it might just come to you, anybody. Setbacks do come, you know. But the most lesson that you might learn is with every setback there's gotta be a comeback, you know. So if the market actually decides that okay, fine, I'll give you this entry, and then it decides to go below the structure, then I know, okay, fine, what I can wait for is a retest, and once I get my retest, I'm taking my entry. I'm cool, I'm taking my entry below the structure, right? So yeah guys, that's what I currently have for gold. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. It's just a simple analysis of buys and sells. So what I can do is just take a screenshot, and then from there we are cool, we are good guys. So I will see you guys next week Sunday with the next video. But yeah, nonetheless guys, let's get this video to 50 likes. It's just a simple breakdown analysis, nothing more, nothing less. Calm, collected type video guys. I don't want to keep y'all for too long. as some of y'all did comment that my videos are too long, so I apologize on that. But yeah, guys, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're a return subscriber, welcome back, and thank you guys for tuning back in. Yeah, it's your boy Aphiwe.Zunguu, and yeah, guys, stay safe, trade well, and yeah, let's have a great year. Thank you, guys.